102.7 WNEW. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. You're not going to believe this, but The Rock is upstairs after everything we've been through today, Anthony. Yeah. And on the phone line, our buddy, our pal, Jay Mohr, live from L.A. Jay, how are you today?
This is your Hollywood correspondent for the Opie and Anthony Show, Jay Mohr. What's going on, fellas?
Well, lots going on today, Jay. Let me fill you in.
Yeah, fill me in.
First of all, you're listening to the award-winning Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, congratulations. What award did you win?
We were voted Best Afternoon Drive Show in New York City today.
Well, that's peanuts, baby, because you're the best show in the nation.
Look at that. Well, we won that.
The best non-sports show in the nation.
Do you know we won that award, too, last year?
Sports show?
No, for the whole country.
You did?
Yeah, Best Afternoon Show. Best afternoon show. All right, so we got that going on, right?
Well, congratulations, and it's not a surprise to me.
I also want to. I also want to congratulate you. Howard used your line today.
Which one?
The map of Hawaii.
He's a piece of garbage.
Can you believe that?
Whatever.
Congratulations. There you go.
How could a guy, and when he had that day of mourning with his, when he got separated.
Yeah.
And all the callers called in like, oh, we're so sorry.
Yeah.
Look, when you print a book that's a national bestseller and sells 30 million copies, and you have a picture of your wife, like in a coffin, and you go, if only my wife could die of cancer, these are the first 10 women I'd have sex with. Like, what, you didn't see the writing on the wall? Like, I don't even do certain jokes in my act because I don't want to piss off my wife.
Right.
I go, I used to date girls that snore. Wink, wink. So, whatever.
But he used your line today, so congratulations again.
Yeah, but he didn't say, oh, that's Jay Mohr's line.
Oh, no, not at all. You're kidding. But then in the next breath, he was calling us clones and stuff of him.
Well, I think you're very funny, gentlemen, and I enjoy listening to you. And when I get off the phone with you, I always make Rick keep me on hold so I can listen to the show.
I invented Hawaii, Robin.
He's become a little Richard. Shut up! I invented it. Shut up! I invented radio. Didn't get it done.
Hey, Jay, we got to put you on hold because we got to deal with the Rock situation.
Tell me real fast about the WWF party last night.
We never got in.
We got an invitation. We RSVP'd. We stood on a freezing cold line waiting to get in, and they sent us away like cattle.
Because you were Opie and Anthony?
No, just they didn't.
They overbooked the place, so about 1,000 people waited for about an hour in 9-degree weather, and then they finally said, sorry.
We're in their magazine this month.
Did you go up to the front and say, look, we're Opie and Anthony?
Yeah. And they
award-winning Opie and Anthony?
Yeah,
award-winning.
And they could care less. So, all right, hold on the line. We might go to you, all right?
Okay.
Hey, Rick.
Yo.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much, dude. I'm upstairs with the Notorious Rock.
All right.
And he's now outside talking to his peeps, so to speak.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think they're going to pull him out of here, believe it or not.
They're not going to put him on the phone?
I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Here he comes.
Okay.
All right, cool. Here he comes. Here we go.
I don't care what.
Hello.
Hey, Dwayne.
Who's this?
It's Opie and Anthony. Dwayne, how are you?
Boys, how y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Very good.
What's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Not too much at all. Whoever sang that last song was pretty damn good.
That's a good one, right?
I say it's entertaining. It's entertaining.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we were looking forward to seeing you last night at the big party.
Yeah, I heard about that. I just got buzzed about that. The best I could do is apologize. That damn candy-ass Jim Byrne didn't do what he needed to do.
No, we just...
And hey, you know what? Legitimately, y'all should be pissed off about that. I absolutely agree. He did tell me you guys were coming down. I'd look forward to seeing y'all.
Uh-huh.
I apologize about that.
Really?
This is a little awkward, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a little that little issue from the last time.
Well,
we didn't really deal with.
Here's the thing. You're absolutely right. We didn't do that. Now that I'm here, I appreciate you all letting me on. The thing about that was as far as for being in the same room, I was buzzed about that guy, Sick Boy. He came in. I certainly just couldn't be in the same room with an ass like that, and I didn't. And if y'all took it personal, it certainly didn't mean to be taken that way. I just had to get the hell out of the room, and that's the way it was. So the way I left wasn't the most professional way, and I shouldn't have left like that. But at the same time, again, man, I just couldn't be in the same room with that asshole. And excuse the language. And I did let a lot of listeners down and realize that. So.
But you took it personal. We took it very personal because I told you flat out, and I had no idea what you were talking about. You didn't believe us.
Right? No. Well, that really wasn't the case. Wasn't the case that I didn't believe you guys? It was just a case. I had this guy sitting right here beside me. If not, I wanted to bash his brains in. And, that's something I take it very personally in terms of, racial discrimination. And, doing that, I didn't want you guys to take it personal. And I'm not saying I didn't believe you guys when you guys flat out looked me in the eye and said, we have no idea what you're talking about. We have no clue about this guy's website.
Mm-hmm.
And,
well, that was the truth. And then and
it's just like I told Jim Byrne earlier, I even talked with Vince. I said, whether or not those guys knew really wasn't the case. And I pretty much believed them that they didn't know. They just had a guest on who had this, real crappy website posting, racist comments. The point was I just couldn't be in the same room with that guy. I got up, I left. I took it personal in terms of him being there with me. Again, one of the most professional thing to do, just to get up and walk off your guys' show that way. I know you guys are big supporters. WWF were of The Rock. I knew that too. Read the article. Saw one of you was chewing on The Rock's head.
Yeah.
But, again, it was never made to be taken personal towards y'all, too.
I just was pissed that you left without even, when we were off the air, I just wish you would, dragged us out in the hall and explain yourself.
Well, I certainly could have done that. But the thing about that was I just wanted to get the hell out of there. But that was the thing.
We were in shock. We're like, where the hell did this come from? At least explain yourself. And then the WWF doesn't even, have the courtesy to, call us the next day to explain what the hell was going on.
Oh, see, I thought they did.
No.
Okay, I thought they did.
No one has ever given us an explanation until right now.
They were pissed at us.
Oh, is that right?
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, because then I won't say who called us, but one of your people called and said that you guys were listening after you left and you're not, and they weren't happy about what was going on.
Well, who called you? Might as well say who the candy ass was.
Susan Warner.
Okay.
The one that's probably right next to you right now.
Okay. Yes.
So she gave me her cell phone number. I called her back. And she, I guess you were busy at the book signing.
I was. I did have a book signing.
And she said, well, I can't discuss it now, and that was the last we heard. And then on top of that, we were, shut out of the cute little party last night, so we're really pissed off.
No, I don't blame you about the party. I don't blame you one bit about the party. And had I known y'all were standing out there, again, Jim Byrne buzzed me last night, said you guys were, because I hadn't talked to Jim. I had said, listen, Jim, I had called him yesterday, and we finally talked last night at the WWF New York. I said, where those guys at? I want to know where we're at in terms of this. I need to talk to them beforehand to let myself explain what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he told me that you guys were supposed to be there, and I know you guys were freeing your asses off out there. I would have had Jim or somebody, Jim Dotson or somebody just come up and get you guys.
Yeah, we had girls with us. We looked like ass wipes, man. It's like all of a sudden the cops are chasing us away. Our chicks are looking at us like we're a couple of losers, man. It was so effing embarrassing, man. And Rick, Rick, who's up there with you, he's pounding on the window of the place, and everyone's ignoring us. He went up to a couple of WWF people, and they didn't know who we were.
Oh, really?
We weren't on any list. It was just bad.
We had our stupid little invitations like everybody else that got chased away. It was just so friggin' embarrassing.
And you had skirt with you to boot.
Yeah, and you know how bad that looks.
Doesn't look good, especially coming off the heels of tragedy there.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I wanted to see you guys last night as I wanted to see you guys today. I wanted to come back on the show, as you guys know that. I sat with Vince and I said, there's got to be a way to reconcile this. I know these guys are big fans, or we're big fans for that matter, of the product and as well as the WWF, as well as The Rock. And I said, I really need to reconcile this. I didn't want them to take me leaving off their show personally. It wasn't like that. You guys were kind enough to let The Rock on, and I appreciate that. But, again, the reasoning was just that I just couldn't be in the same room with that guy, and that was it. Him being there beside me, I took it personal. Again, I wanted to stick my foot so far up, buried deep into his ass. But I just couldn't be there, and walking off your guys' show wasn't the best thing to do. But at the time, I felt it was the right thing to do, and I didn't mean for y'all to take it personally. And again, too, what made it even worse was, I had a lot of Rock fans listening that day, and, for the most part, they kind of took it personal, too.
Yeah.
Which certainly wasn't the case. You know, I never ever meant it to be that way. I just wanted to let them know, too, as well, that it wasn't personal against the fans. It wasn't personal against Opie and Anthony or your show, for that matter. I just couldn't be in the same room with that guy. That was it. And as far as for the party, you know, there's a way to make it up, if at all. If you guys are interested in doing that, you just go on and let me know.